Okay, can you hear me now? Peace and love, Nubian Queen Show. We're gonna go ahead and get started. I'm gonna give you a forecast. Though we had sound, but I had my thing on mute, so we're gonna go ahead and get started. I'm gonna share this PowerPoint. Give you a forecast. Just give me 1 second. Okay, hopefully you can see my screen. So we're gonna go ahead and get started. This is an astrology forecast from May 31st and until June the 6th. Okay, and we want to specifically touch on some key points this week coming up. I want to definitely start off everything by saying to everyone, man, know thyself, and to thyself be true. This week is definitely going to be geared towards going deep within, especially with that Mars transit in Cancer. You definitely want to take some time out to, reassess some things and look at yourself, look at the role that you play in circumstances. And this will definitely help you going forward this week. Try to get in tune with your higher self, and that's what we always like to focus on. So we know we have tomorrow Memorial Day coming up. So I wanted to look at the etymology of the word memorial, and it's an adjective, okay, from the late 14th century, um, and it means memorable, excellent, also remembered, committed to memory, from Old French memorial, mindful of, remembering, the modern French memorial, and directly from Latin memoralis, of or belonging to memory, from memoria, memory, from the Indo-European root system, mirror, to remember, okay, from the mid 15th century as uh, preservative of memory serving for commemoration. So tomorrow is going to be a big day where a lot of people get the day off, and they will be, remembering a lot of different things. Some people won't. Some people will be honoring, some of their relatives who fought in the war and who are veterans and things of that nature. But I want to take you back to a different point in time, and get you to remember the ancient principles of your ancestors, dealing with um, the science of knowing thyself. And in order to achieve anything in life, you have to know yourself. So what we have here on the screen is the scarab, or what some would call today the dung beetle. And this scarab is very um, important for this week's theme. As you can see, it has a lot of uh, symbology on it. You see here, starting off, you have the two crowns of Egypt. Okay, you have the red crown, which is for the rulers of the lower self or lower Egypt. And you have the white crown, which is the rulers of the upper Egypt. Okay, and this is the higher self. So, in order to merge the two crowns together, you have to merge the higher and lower self together. And of course, you have the Ankh, which represents the creation pattern for life, fertility. It represents being able to create both that masculine and feminine reality, all guided by the sun, God, Ray, or Ra. Okay, and here you see the sun is very important in everything that we do. It's very important when it comes to manifesting things. I know a lot of people look towards the moon, but the sun is important because that actually controls your purpose and guides your destiny. So here we see the dung beetle or the scarab, one of the most unique insects during the ancient times. And you actually see here the wings represents vibration and frequency. So a lot of the things that we go through in life is a matter of perspective. So a lot of times if we can remember to raise our vibration and frequency, we'll see things differently, and we'll be able to use mind, body, and spirit. This is what the scarab represents. And it's a reminder for us all to remember these key lessons that the scarab teaches us. So if you see a dung beetle at your house, your job, and your conveyance, these are different ways that the universe is sending you messages to remember these principles. So going forward, May 31st, tomorrow, Monday, you see that the theme is about shedding the false ego and those false principles that promote your lower self. It's about Mars and Cancer, okay, and it's making a trine to Neptune, which is home in Pisces. And for anyone who don't know anything about astrology, Mars is the planet of action, confidence. It's a fiery planet, so this deals with the element of fire, and it helps you to get things going, put things into action. Cancer is a cardinal sign, and Mars is in a cardinal sign. However, it's debilitated, doesn't like to be there. So the downside with Mars being in Cancer is that you can be overly self-protective at this time, emotionally manipulative at this time, combative, moody, defensive, overly sensitive, aggressive, clingy, fault finding in others, and easily offended. So you just got to be careful, especially tomorrow. Look out for these traits. The upside for Mars being in Cancer and its trining Neptune is that um, it gives you a ability to be more nurturing, loyal, okay, and not just loyal to others, but loyal to those things that make you happy. Intuitive, creative, protective, and maternal. Okay, and maternal is not just if you have children. This is also dealing with the principle of protection in the home. So the advice I would give to everyone is to take the time to process your feelings and take control of your emotions. Be aware for things that hurt your ego versus things that hurt your true self. Okay, and this is an opportunity for you to use this period for your transformation, embrace the cycles of life, and this will actually give you a more clear picture of the direction you're supposed to take in life. So as we look closer at tomorrow, the question will come up, of your destiny versus your fate. And when you look at destiny, is basically the choices that you make in life, versus the fate is the reactions to the circumstances that hit you in life. So when everything isn't set in stone, you do have a option to create your own reality. The question is, will you actually use what you have to do so? And when you see the scarab is actually a symbol of the immortal, unseen, the hidden, your mind, body, spirit, and the all. So whenever you see this insect as a symbol from the universe, it's a reminder. The scarab is also a lesson to connect with the universal intelligence to create better results and conditions for yourself. It also teaches you to work within the community to accomplish your endeavors. So again, the scarab embodies the principle of Ra, which is the sun, and the sun brought life. It brought light, vitality, and power. And the scarab necklace was worn by kings and warriors. Okay, so special people, will wear these things. And speaking of kings, a lot of our people say we're kings and queens and things of that nature. But that comes along with, actions. Not everybody was a king and queen during that time frame, because that's just impossible. We nobody ruling over each other. And when it comes to being a warrior, you have to really tomorrow and this week, throughout this week, really be a warrior, not in a sense of fighting against evil and things of that nature, but fighting things that are holding you back and things that are feeding your ego and not actually getting you on the right path where you desire and where you need to be. So here's a caveat. Beware of those groups that boast of offering solutions to the problems, but are nothing more than ego feeding pep rallies. So you got to definitely be on the lookout this week, because you might be tempted to actually join different endeavors in different groups because they sound good, but they may not actually be good. So then, to highlight June 3rd on Thursday, you're going to have a waning moon uh, in Pisces conjunct Neptune in Pisces. So the moon will be working together, that water element. A lot of the emotional, intuitive feelings will be heightened at this time. Mercury will be retrograde until June 22nd in Gemini. So it's home, but it will be retrograde. So that will be tough. Okay, so you definitely want to make sure you um, travel and watch out, be safe on the road, be safe when it comes to you know, walking, jogging, things of that nature. And even when it comes to the things that you say, definitely can have a long impact or long lasting impact on this transit of Mercury being retrograde in Gemini. Be careful when you're sending documents and paperwork and things of that nature, because this is where mistakes happen. Definitely want to make sure that you read the fine print and slow down. Be very detail oriented. That's what Gemini is about, the details. And the good part is that the sun is in Gemini, and it will make a trine to Saturn. Okay, so in Aquarius. So both of these air elements give you an opportunity to um, really get your mental energy and mental forces together, to try to give you more clarity into exactly what it is you're trying to map out. So the one takeaway from this is to share your ideas and resources with those who can add value to what you're trying to accomplish. And notice I said with those who can add value. You don't want to share your ideas and your resources with those who do not add value, because this is a crucial time. It's like a make or break time. If and I can give you an example. If you were pregnant, and you went, pregnant, I'm referring to with a thought, okay, with an idea, with a aspiration, a dream, a vision. You wouldn't take this thought, this pregnancy, to someone who um, would be an expert in abortion, right? You would want your baby to leap, okay? You would want your baby to turn over, right? Because it's excited, because you're sharing this big aspiration and this big vision or dream with that person, so that you can actually create um, a great outcome. So the second takeaway is that the sun is shining its light on all the current skills and abilities that you have, and it's offering you an opportunity to see the roadblocks. Okay. However, you definitely want to be careful. The sun is in Gemini, and as you are getting close to the sun and you're making your way towards the sun, sometimes it's hard to see your shadow, right? Um, and this is a lesson to remember that you're not just gonna get there overnight. You got to actually put in the work, and do some shadow work. Acknowledge your lower self and acknowledge your faults, and work on them. Build, and it's all a process, right? It takes steps to get to where you're trying to get to. So on June the 5th, on Saturday, the Mars in Cancer opposes Pluto in Capricorn, and it will be a T square with the moon in Aries. So this will be tough. Okay, this is a tough opposition. Um, this is a reminder, that it's not going to be easy, right? But it's not, doesn't mean that it's not doable. At the same time, Mercury will square Neptune in Pisces, which will be another tough transit. So here's some caveats. Beware of those promoting causes for the people under the guise of justice and humanity, because they're really seeking power. So you got to be careful not to just go with the bandwagon or ride the wave of what's trending, because you can fall victim or prey to someone who's really power seeking. And then another caveat is to remember that the key to your success is to remember not to allow your ego to manipulate your emotions, so that you're not fighting for false causes and fighting against your own success. So again, it's going to be real important and vital that you take the time out to just reassess things. Take some time out, try to get your thoughts together, collect it, and really share things with those who are on the same vibe as you. And that is the end. That's what we're going to look out for this week. And let me see. Is there any questions? Anybody have any questions? And it could be an astrology question. It could be a question about this week coming up, this month. Any questions? All right. So if there's not any questions, thank you all for tuning in. I'm going to be definitely dropping more videos in the future. I know I've been behind on a lot of this stuff, been busy doing a lot of different things, but got a lot of different videos going to be putting out. Astrology, tarot, all those good things, oracle cards, civics, law, you name it. So definitely going to be putting more information out. And if you would like to join our classes, you can email me at nationbuilding9@gmail.com. We hold classes every Wednesday, 7:30 Eastern Standard Time. And if you would like a reading, you can also email me at nobleonecosmicguide@gmail.com, or just visit the website, morishhub.com. All right, so until next time, I'll see you all later. Peace and love, everyone.